Hi everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic Duels Origins. So for today's episode we're carrying on with the Thopter deck. Hopefully we'll perform a little bit better than we did in the last episode. So we're playing rank 40 Sentry to begin with. I'm back at rank 40. Actually went 4-0 with this deck after I finished recording. Played it like an hour or so later on in the evening when I was chilling out. Went 4-0, you know. Absolutely crazy. I don't believe I lost that badly earlier on in the day. It was just completely insane. Like I cannot explain where that came from. It was just 4 ridiculously unlucky games because I performed so consistently with this deck ever since, and before it as well. That was like one of the few times I've actually lost with that deck. Was that those 4 times in a row? Completely bonkers. It was just a really bad like patch of luck, I think. So we could do with another blue source at some point to play the Thopter Spy Network next turn. Would be nice, because at the moment we can't play it, so we're just going to swing with the Thopter here. Oops, daisy. And we can play Rune Servitor next turn as well. We've got the Twin Bolt for dealing with any kind of Gate Creeper Vines. So playing red-green, so this could either be monsters or like a land synergy deck like I played for last week's games. But we'll see how it goes in a second. So he's played another Gate Creeper Vine. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say ramp, maybe. Did he need to play that second Gate Creeper Vine? Maybe he did. Maybe that's all he's got available. It's just... Okay, we've got red, green, black. So this could be red, green, black monsters, maybe? Or red, green, black control. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? So we want to kind of like aggro this guy down as fast as possible. Let's play out the Rune Servitor. We'll swing with the 2 artifacts, I think. We do have Twin Bolt for dealing with the final Gate Creeper Vine if we need to. God, my brain went completely there for a second. So he's defending against the Rune Servitor, so we kill one of his vines. Let's play another mountain, and we'll save open the Twin Bolt just in case he plays anything that we might want to remove. Or I might just remove the 0-2 at the end of his turn, depending on what else he plays. So he's playing Acid Moss, that's fine. He's probably going to remove my Guild Gate, which I thought he would probably do. Kind of makes me a bit sad, Panda, but we're now 2 turns away at least from the Thopter Spy Network, so... Okay, so we've now found Whirler Rogue. Again, it's one of our double blue sources, and we're in a... So I'm going to attack with all here, and then what I'm going to do is just Twin Bolt that. We've got to be aggressive here because I'm assuming he's going to have some kind of monsters come down soon, and we need to just push through as much damage as possible before we basically run out of time. So he's already got 5 mana. Okay, he's played another Gate Creeper Vine. Interesting. What the hell is he looking to play if he's not played out a creature yet? It's interesting. I'm potentially just going to Twin Bolt that again depending on what he plays here. So he's found another Guild Gate, which I'm assuming he's going to play, which he did, and he's played a Reclamation Sage. Okay, so getting Rune Servitor. No, he's going to play Destroy my Thopter. So do I Twin Bolt that in his face? I think I do. It won't obviously destroy stop my Thopter being destroyed, but at least to get rid of the potentially damage dealing creature on the board, so I can swing with both creatures next turn. So we need those blue sources, which we're not going to find, are we? Of course we're not. This is where we're just going to get screwed out of blue mana today, which is bizarre because there's exactly the same number of blue and red mana in this deck. It's just we're not finding what we need, unfortunately. So it doesn't help that he obviously destroyed one of our blue sources. So even if we had found another one, we'd still be 1 behind. So okay, and he's played Woodland Bellower. So we are in a particularly dire situation here, and he gets to find another, I'm guessing, Reclamation Sage. So yeah, this is a great start to the episode. I thought we were going to be doing better here, and then we've again... Seriously? More red mana? Like, are you guys seriously seeing this? I just don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong here. It's just my luck is not holding out at all. I mean, I could create 2 Thopters, but maybe play out the Perilous Mere here, I think. So, yeah, we could really have done with... I'm just going to skip attack. So yeah, we could really have done with, what's the word I'm looking for? A second blue source, like at any point, like earlier on would have been great. So we've got the Thopter Spy Network down earlier. We would have drawn so many more cards if we'd managed to been able to play that. But like I said, all we've drawn into is red and colourless sources, so Not really much I can do, so he gets to draw cards whenever a creature with power 3 or more enters the battlefield. Yeah. So we haven't quite lost yet, but it's not looking good, put it that way. I'm probably going to let that 6 damage go through if he decides to swing with it. 8 damage I can take here, so I'm just going to skip blocking. And he's going to twin bolt, of course he is. Now, do I direct it at his face, or do I direct it at, say, for example, the 2-1? I'm going to go to his face. I could have blocked that one, actually, although he probably would have then twin bolted my Thopter Engineer, so... Still no blue sources, of course not, so we have to sacrifice Foundry of the Consoles here. Yeah, we're quickly running out of time here, so we just have to swing at his face and hope that we get something like, I don't know, Chief of the Foundry, I think it is, next turn, would potentially win it for us. Not quite, I don't think. That would only push through 4 damage next turn. So it's not looking good, put it that way. Unless we get like seriously lucky, I'm probably going to have to block that 2-1, which will probably result in my Thopter Engineer getting killed. But it will keep me in the game for at least a moment longer. I'm guessing a Twin Bolt is on its way. Nope, Chandra's Ignition, so yeah, we're dead. Okay, let's roll on to game number 2. Okay guys, so here we are for game number 2, and we're playing Squares. So I'm going to call him, as his name is just several squares, so... I think we're going to have to keep this hand. I don't like it, but I'd rather not mulligan down again if I don't have to. I think it's going to be a turn 1, is it? Turn 2, Perilous Mia. Or even a Rune Servitor, I don't know yet. We'll have to see what my opponent plays. We're playing blue-black at the moment, so maybe some kind of control deck. Okay, we've got Drown Catacomb, so we know he's not going to be playing anything this turn. Mana? Nope, not yet. Let's play the Rune Servitor, because if this thing dies, we will get to draw a card. See, any kind of like mana would allow me to then start drawing with the Artificer's Epiphany as well. I'm hoping he's as mana screwed as I am right now. Would be quite nice. Especially if he's playing a Drown Catacomb, that basically implied that he didn't have the mana to play it untapped on turn 3. So yeah, he's as mana screwed as I am, so that makes me feel slightly better. And we're no longer mana screwed, so I am now in a much happier place. So we're just going to attack with the Rune Servitor, as we don't care, as we're just up against Jace. Which I'm potentially going to kill, as he's got no way of stopping me. So I can play the Perilous Mia and a Fiery Impulse. And say bye-bye to Jace. Okay, maybe our luck's finally turning. We've got 2 of our early game artifacts down that we want. We've got the card draw, we've got Whirler Rogue and Thopter Spy Network. I'm hoping my luck may have finally turned. Perilous Mia, don't really care too much for that. We do have the card draw as well though. Okay, we found Chief of the Foundry, very nice. So I could play this now, or I could Artificer's Epiphany. I'm tempted to swing with this and see what he does. Actually, no, because he can actually kill both of my creatures, so let's not do that. Do we Chief of the Foundry? Or do I Artificer's Epiphany? No, I think I'm going to end step Artificer's Epiphany on his end step, sorry. See what he does first, because he's still mana screwed at the moment, unless he just managed to top deck a land, which he just did. And he's played Jesse and Thief, okay. So we're just going to drop the Artificer's Epiphany now. Draw 2 cards. Very nice. Okay, so I think maybe Chief of the Foundry now. So we still haven't found the 4th mana for the Thopter Spy Network or the Whirler Rogue, so let's just make a nice opposing army for him to face up against. I mean, we've got double Whirler Rogue. Maybe I need to rethink the mana distribution in this deck, bump it back up to 24. Because, like, it's just really weird how often I'm getting mana screwed at the moment. It's crazy. He's not going to swing. Fairly predictable. Okay, still no mana. Okay, this is kind of upsetting, but never mind. Now, I don't particularly want to swing. So I'm just going to skip attack. Do I kill his Perilous Mere? So go... I might do that actually, because even if he kills my Perilous Mere, I can then actually kill one of his Jessian Thieves, and it gets an extra card out of my hand, so I won't have to toss anything. If he kills my Perilous Mere, I just kill his Jessian Thief. No, he's gone for my face. I thought he might. You know, he's not predictable. Well, he's predictable in the fact that he was clever enough. He's not predictable. He's clever. He's clever enough to actually direct it at my face rather than at my Perilous Mere to kill it, knowing that it would have actually killed his Jessian Thief. So I did it on purpose to draw the fire at my face, essentially. Okay, so we found Thopter Engineer, so we're going to drop you this turn. So yeah, we're both highly mana screwed, which is kind of... It's a bizarre situation, which I'm about to break the standoff with the flying creature. So let's swing with you. All I really need is 1 blue mana, and I'm just going to absolutely clear up here. So we can drop the Thopter Spy Network, the Sigil of Valor. Actually, I might have to drop Sigil of Valor next turn. That's going to be pretty crazy, actually. Unless you can kill that Thopter, I'm going to be in a really good position here. At least, well, he's found his 4th mana. And he's played another Jessian Thief, okay. So he's not swinging still because he knows he'll just lose creatures, which he doesn't want to do. Okay, so we're still in a kind of a standoff here. So we're just going to play the Sigil of Valor out. And then equip it to my Thopter. So I've just got like a hand. I can't even play a Reclusive Artificer, mostly because it requires a 4th mana, which we don't have. I do still have the Artificer's Epiphany, so I'm not worrying too much yet. We do have the Sigil of Valor up token, so we're going to be pushing through, at the moment, 6 damage a turn, which is pretty insane. So I can just go straight over his ground defences. Okay, so he's played out... Oh, no! Not the Harbinger of Tides. That just makes me a sad panda. Okay, and he's played a Despoiler of Souls as well. Interesting. Is he going to start swinging? I'd assume not. What does that thing have to be? It doesn't actually control a swamp yet, so that doesn't actually get pumped up. Okay, we've played another Chief of the Foundry, but I think this turn might be another Artificer's Epiphany, just to actually draw the cards. I don't want to, but I might have to, just because I'm desperate for that 4th mana. And there it is. So we're going to draw... What? Why? I don't believe that. The game just bugged out and just... Oh, God. Well, at least we've got a Reclusive Artificer to come. And we've also got the potential Aspiring Aeronaut to come down next turn. But yeah, that was dumb of me. I could have played Whirler Rogue next turn and started swinging at his face with multiple Thopters, so I don't care about 3 damage here. I'm just going to let that go through. I'm guessing he's got some kind of pump spell, maybe? Or he's going to give it lifelink with the 1/3. That would be my assumption. So we're about to start snowballing here. So he's about to look at the top cards of his deck. So these all get pumped up, which, you know, don't care about. Why would you not swing with all these 2/4s? Because I can't really make favourable trades with 3 2/4s. He could have drawn like 3 cards, like at least 2 cards there. Would have killed one of them, but I would have taken a fair bit of damage, I'll be honest. Okay, so we're going to play the Is It Guildgate. Now, what do I play here? I've got 4 mana open. Do I do Thopter Engineer or Aspiring Aeronaut? I think I'm going to go for the Aspiring Aeronaut. Gets us the Thopter. I can destroy one of the Jessian Thieves next turn. I'd rather just keep swinging at his face right now. The next turn we've got Whirler Rogue for lethal, so yeah, we're pretty good here, guys. I think we should actually win this one, amazingly. Somehow my luck has finally turned, unless he's got a Languish, in which case I may just have a little bit of a cry. Although Languish would really set him back more than me, I'll be honest, because I've got the Thopter Engineer, I've got Chief of the Foundry. Yeah, I don't even care about Languish at this point, because I've got all the mana that I need. There's no land destruction, obviously, coming from blue-black. Just waiting to see what my opponent does. Come on, mate. Hurry up. We ain't got all day. My god. Oh, and he's been replaced by the AI because he just realised he's probably lost. And if he had the Languish, it would set me back, but it wouldn't be game over. It would be actually benefit me because I can come out of the blocks swinging pretty hard. So he's just swinging with the 3-1. Let's just block it with the 2-2. And he's going to give it lifelink. Okay. Interesting. So he's going to lose. He's going to go back down to 7. And he plays a Harbinger of Tide. So we lose our Thopter. Okay. It's kind of annoying, but no big deal. Oh, here comes all the blue mana now. Just play a Whirler Rogue. Swing for 5 in the air, I think. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then I could actually swing with the Thopter Engineer and make it unblockable, which would not actually be lethal, so never mind. Oh no, I had the Sigil of Valor as well, didn't I? Whoops-a-daisy. That could have actually been lethal there. Never mind. We're still not bothered. This is fine. Said don't think even. What's the word I'm looking for? Like I said, Languish wouldn't even stop us right now. Okay, Guiltleaf Winnower will kill my Thopter Engineer. Or my Chief of the Foundry. But again, doesn't really matter too much. How much damage has he got on the board? I can't even tell right now. So 2, 4, 5, 7. We're just going to skip blocking here. We're going to let him draw all the cards he wants. We'll just take the damage because we're about to swing for lethal anyway. So it's only the AI we're up against here. Okay, we get another blue mana. It's like all the blue mana all suddenly came out of the woodwork right at the last second. So we're just going to swing with the Thopters. And boom, finally a win recorded. My god, at least it takes us back up to rank 40, which is good. I think we'll play one more game for today's episode. Okay guys, here we are for game number 3, and we're playing somebody called, was that Dinglepoop? I don't know. We can't keep that hand though, but that one we can keep. So we'll start with these at Guildgate. Yeah, we're playing Dingleloop. Sorry, my bad. It wasn't Dinglepoop, it's Dingleloop. That's slightly less weird. Only slightly. Okay, so we're going to drop a turn 2 Mountain into Perilous Mere, I think. Oh look, this game we find all the mana we want straight away. Okay, so he's gone for the Evolving Wilds. It's fine by me. Doesn't really matter too much. So he's got a red mana down. So we're obviously looking at least a dual colour deck, I suppose. And he's played his own Perilous Mere. Okay, that's fine. I can accept that. So I don't know what we want to play this turn. Probably just Soul for Fools and then Chief of the Foundry maybe? Don't really want to kill his Perilous Mere right now. Let's just play out the Chief of the Foundry, I think. Go skip attack. We could attack, but it would result in just the Perilous Mere dying, I suppose. Not the end of the world. We'll just skip attack there. Well, we're getting 2 flyers down next turn anyway, so. Okay, this is actually a mirror matchup. I completely hadn't twigged that there. So, yeah, we're going to be up against Thopters as well, which is interesting. So he's going to be able to swing at my face here. Or not. Because I've got the slightly better position with the Chief of the Foundry, I suppose. It gives me all of my artifacts at like little extra. Ooh, very nice. We actually find ourselves our own Thopter Engineer, so that's awesome. Which actually gets to see 2/2 Thopter on the board, so let's do that. So we're just going to swing with you. I could kill that Thopter, but I might see if he plays anything else that's worth Fiery Impulsing first. He's going to let that go through. Okay, we're in a pretty good position here in terms of the mirror matchup. I don't know what else he's got in hand. I mean, he could have, for example, Peering Kirin, or you could have a Whirler Rogue, something like that, which would put him in a pretty good position. So what's he going to kill? He's going to kill my Chief of the Foundry. Okay, that makes me a little bit sad, Panda. Yeah, this is one of the cards which I feel as though I should have in this deck, and I've like forgotten to put it in. I feel as though I should have it in instead of the Aspiring Aeronaut, but like never do. Okay, so we've actually managed to find ourselves Reclusive Artificer, which is quite nice. So I'm tempted to use this just to kill off the 1/1, and then swing with my own 1/1. Yeah, let's do that. Give ourselves another body on the board. Could be used more efficiently, but there's not really many cards in this deck which don't require more than a Fiery Impulse to get rid of, so... And there's no like big creatures in this kind of deck, so I'm not really too scared about that either. In terms of the Reclusive Artificer being saved, take on something like, I don't know, a Gaia's... No, it wouldn't even work on a Gaia's Revenge. Something like a Outland Colossus or a Woodland Bellower, something like that, or a Copter Thed. It's basically not going to happen. Okay, so he's managed to drop the Whirler Rogue, so we're just going to Fiery Impulse you straight away. Obviously, it's still going to trigger the Thopters, but not really much we can do about that. So we've got almost like identical boards here right now, which is kind of crazy. He's got slightly more cards in hand than I have, although I'm still to draw a card. Okay, so we found a Foundry of the Consoles, which is good for us, which we can potentially drop next turn. Yeah, let's just play out our hand. So, do we swing with the two Thopters? That is the question. I'm going to do it. I've got the Foundry of the Consoles to come, so... he's going to get rid of one of his own Thopters to take down one of ours, which is fine. I do have a blocker for his Thopter in terms of the Aspiring Aeronaut. Okay, so he's played an Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I'm not really sure Evolving Wilds is too important in a dual land deck, because you're more than likely going to find the land that you want, you're going to find. Well, apart from, you know, in some of the games that I've played lately, but... Like we've basically got like our two opposing Perilous Mirrors, which are kind of like it's almost like a nuclear standoff, but neither of us really wants to get rid of our Perilous Mirrors by like sacrificing them. Okay, so he's played another Perilous Mirror, which again, not too fussed by. And another Perilous Mirror. Wow, that is a lot of Perilous Mirrors all of a sudden. So what are we going to find? Ooh, another Thopter Engineer. Very nice. So it just gives us like more Thopters to swing in the air, so we can do that. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. I'm assuming he's probably going to block one of the Thopters. He is. So we push through 2 damage in the air. So I feel as though I'm in a very good position here, because he's got 3 on the ground, but even if he swings with them, he's then leaving himself open for bigger attacks from my side, so he almost can't really do too much, whereas I've got the air superiority, which is good for me. And we've also managed to find a Rune Servitor as well, but I won't be playing that this turn as I want to save open my mana for the Foundry of the Consoles during his end step. So yeah, I think we've somehow managed to come out the other side of the Mexican standoff pretty well. We had the slightly better hand by the looks of things. Obviously, if we hadn't lost the Chief of the Foundry, we'd be in an even crazier position right now. But let's get you out. Gives us 2 more Thopters, so we're swinging for 4 in the air now. Oh wow, we've even managed to find the Artificer's Epiphany as well, which is pretty incredible. So, swing for 4, take him down to 8. So at the moment he's dead in 2 turns. And I think we'll play out the Rune Servitor this turn. We can still play out the Artificer's Epiphany on his end step to give us 3 cards on our next turn, which is quite nice. So yeah, at least oh there we go. At least my luck finally changed in this particular recording session. Apart from the first game, which was still a bit of a mana screw, but so I'm gonna let that go through as I don't really care about 2 damage. So yeah, oops, Daisy, almost forgot to Artificer's Epiphany there. Ooh, very nice. We've found a Fiery Impulse and another Perilous Mirror of our own. Okay, that came out really weird there. It was like, our own. So just going to swing with everything there. Do another 4 damage. Shame Fiery Impulse can't be used on a player, but that's fine. So we've got lethal on the board, which is pretty fantastic. I think even like a Chandra's Ignition would even be like a bad idea for him, as I've got the 2 Perilous Mirrors. So, oh wow, that was annoying. What the hell happened there? Okay, if you saw, basically something popped up there which completely freaked out my what's it called? My window there. So I may have just had to put in a little cut, depending on what it looked like. Okay, throw down an Artificer's Epiphany. That was really weird. It was like some kind of update popped up, which like minimised my window, and then I had to like click around and minimise it and all sorts of weird stuff. So I don't know what happened there. So he's just killed a Perilous Mirror to kill my Perilous Mirror, even though I'm about to push through lethal. Okay, this is going to be like the dumbest thing the AI's ever done. He's basically just killed himself. Wow. That was crazy. Okay, AI killed itself right at the end there with a Peering Kieran Nalaar, but whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that's okay, that's the end of the episode for now then. As always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you've enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.